Looks so much like the building.
Yes, greetings family. Hope all is well. Yes, sister Brittany, how you doing? Hope all is well. Wonder Queen, greetings sister. Thanks for joining. Hope all is well. We'll give it a couple minutes, people to come in. Just give me a thumbs up. You can hear me loud and clear. So today we're just going to touch. We're just going to touch on a few like Q&A questions and a few plots remaining in SANYANG SEAVIEW. And I'll give it like a brief on new plots coming up in Jambanjelly as well, and the plans as well that are moving forward, Properties Gambia and so on. So happy to take some questions and so on. Greetings TW, moderator in the house. Hey Gam fam, thanks for joining sister. So yeah, just wait for a couple more to come in. Those that have joined in already, if you want a few questions or so on. Jay Lynn, greetings. Yes, hope all is well. So yeah, okay.
Ma, please, come get me water. Okay, ma.
Sophia froze. So I froze for a few minutes there, a few seconds. TW, are there payment plans for these still, or that a special? No, there's still payment plans. Back to 3 months payment plan. And the plots are 250,000. So yeah, I mean, we, going in terms of plans of Properties Gambia, I am planning to start doing some service plots. When I say service plots, in terms of getting electricity to the actual land and water, and possibly, making roads as well. Prior to that, we've been selling lands, empty lands without service plots and so on. But moving forward, that is our plan. We do want to start doing service plots now. When I'm back into the Gambia, I will be working on that. And I am working on it as I'm here in the UK as well. So the only thing with service plans, that means, we're making the roads, we're providing electricity to the plots and water to the plots. With that price increases, because obviously we need to bring in the services to the land. But I would like the feedback from everybody if that's something, you know, that you want us to do. I mean, the pros and cons to that is, in terms of, the prices will go up for the plots, but then in terms of, you don't need to worry about the community coming together in terms of building the roads and providing the, you know, getting electricity onto the locations and water. You know, so it is something we are working on. And, you know, so when I say the pros and cons, basically, you know, the pros to it is basically, you know, you're going to have all the services to the land, and possibly, you know, and we get street lighting and things like that, solar lights on the streets, on the road. The cons is probably in terms of the price going up, and you're paying that sort of much upfront, where, you know, the other plots that we sold is at a lower cost. And, you know, that's something, when the community starts building, then they come together and start servicing, which we will also help and assist on previous locations. So, you know, me, I'm very hands-on, and, you know, I want this to work for everybody. But, you know, just moving forward, you know, as the company is expanding and growing, you know, it's something that we're looking at, you know, so in the future, maybe, you know, building houses, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, building 1 or 2 small homes for like a show home for people to visit and have a look, you know, if it's something they want to get involved in, for us to build their homes for them. And then in terms of that, you know, we'll have to have some meetings. Properties Gambia will have some meetings with investors, in terms of banks and things like that, you know, in terms of providing a mortgage, whether it's a 5-year or 10-year mortgage, where, like, you know, we build the homes, you pay a certain percentage down on the property, and when you've probably paid up to about 60% of it, you know, we hand the keys over, and you kind of move into your properties. So that's what we're aiming at anyway, in the near future. I wouldn't say straight away in terms of the buildings, but I would say in terms of the service plots, I am working on that, and it is something I really want to start getting involved in. So yeah, that's that basically moving forward, you know. So, you know, I would like feedback from everybody regarding that as well. Do drop me any, you know, if you've got any questions regarding that, or anything else regarding Properties Gambia. Please fire away. One Dope Queen, don't know there were payment plans available. Yes, there is payment plans available. You know, payment plans in terms of buying plots. You know, so, you know, we are looking into whether, you know, with the plots coming up in Jambanjelly, whether we're going to service them or not, you know, but there's a lot of work involved, because we need to get contractors involved, pricing, before we can start releasing prices. So I'm not quite sure we're going to do that on the Jambanjelly, because we're just about to start releasing them pretty soon. But moving forward, yes, definitely. You know, so yeah, you know, we want it like a one-stop shop, where we're providing all services to all our clients. And we're also looking into, going into Senegal, So yeah, these are all things that we are looking into. I need to be on the ground, so possibly my next visit into the Gambia, I'll probably be doing a visit into Senegal as well. So yeah, there is our TW. Should put our contact details up. Thank you, sister. So I've got our WhatsApp if you need to contact me, and our email address, and also you can join our Facebook group as well, which all the details are there. So yeah, basically as well, like I said, previous plots that we've sold, we still want to, we're trying to get communities to come together and build these roads as well, whether it means the community does it themselves, or we will get involved as well, in terms of whether we manage it or not, or whether the community themselves has a leader and they want to pursue it themselves. But like I said, moving forward, this is where Properties Gambia wants to be, and providing that service. I mean, it takes the headache away in terms of, if we're going to service the land, the roads, solar lights, and so on, electricity, water supply. It takes the headache away. The only downfall is that it's obviously the money is a bit more upfront, and the price increases on the plots to cover, the cost of obviously servicing. So yeah. Greetings, Miss Washington. Hope all is well. What's the very first thing I do after this session to begin buying land? Okay, the first thing is obviously to make contact with us, myself, which our contact details is in the chat, which I'll put back up again. If you contact me, the first port of call is basically, we'll send you out the information in terms of the prices of the location. You pick your plot, then we draw up a contract between me and yourself, and then for you to read through, sign it, get it back to us. And then, once you're happy to go forward, then obviously we go into the payment, whether it's up front or whether you want to go into a 3 months payment plan. At the moment, we've got SANYANG SEAVIEW. We've got about 9 plots remaining. They do sell quite fast. So yes, we've got 9 plots remaining. So, and then, once you've started the payment process, then, we start doing the work in terms of the Alcalo papers, and then completing your paperwork. We did say 3 months, we try and sort these paperworks out. It takes a bit longer than that, I would say. But, we do work quite hard to make sure we get everything in place and done correctly, in terms of you getting your Alcalo paper. From your Alcalo paper, we get someone in from physical planning to do your sketch plan. Once you got your sketch plan, it goes into the physical planning department, which normally takes the longest. And then once it comes out of there, then we have to go to Brikama Area Council. And then from there, we get stamps from Brikama Area Council. It gets countersigned from the Alcalo and from the SAFE4, the chief, and then we go into the capital gains, which is all inclusive. So once you make that payment, it's all inclusive. We do all that work for you. You know, it is quite intense. It is a lot of running around. You know, as we're expanding, you know, I am planning to employ more Gambians on the ground, and so on. And, you know, we are getting into the, you know, we are getting into the building side of things. You know, we've been doing fences for some of our clients, boreholes, and so on. So yeah, I mean, our challenge is sometimes is obviously getting the right contractors in to do the work, which can be a challenge sometimes. So working on a team that are serious and are willing to work and so on. So yeah. Yeah. Hi sister, thanks for joining. Hope all is well. Hi all. With the non-service plots in SANYANG, what's the outline for the community joining to get the services to the region? Is there a step-by-step playbook and contact list? What's the timeline? Okay, in terms of that, obviously that just depends on the community coming together. Everyone's got different timelines of coming together. You know, see, India's a new client of ours. You know, we've put you, as you know, you're on your community group on the WhatsApp, and it's about conversing with each other, coming together, and getting things done, basically. And I'm quite involved in it as well. I'm quite hands-on, always there for advice and you know, getting involved basically as well, so we can get things moving. So you know, it's quite important that everybody comes together as a community, try and get things done. You know, try and work together, because if we work together, then you know, it makes us stronger. Basically, you know, it's all. It does help when we work together as a team. You know, we had the arrival just recently. You know, they had on their roads in terms of getting access. You know, because of the water issue. That's when I stepped in and I got involved. So those of you who know me, I'm quite hands-on. I did get well involved in that, and I was communicating with them and helping them as well, you know, to get the matter solved, you know, verbally and financially. So, you know, they're on their way to, you know, in terms of a temporary fix. So yeah, it's just about, you know, coming together. But, you know, what I'll do is, in terms of plans moving forward, is having community Zoom meetings in terms of moving things forward. And I think that is that's the best way. You know, it's always good to talk and discuss what everyone's plans are. And, you know, it always helps. Greetings, Eliu. Greetings, Mum. Hope all is well. Yes, Cherno, Cisse. Yes, brother. Thanks for joining, man. You guys have done a very wonderful job in Jambanjelly. Yes, no, that's, like I said, we're very hands-on and we get involved. We don't just sell plots and kind of shake your hand and say bye. No, we're very hands-on. I'm in this for the long run. I'm always trying to improve this business, every day. It's always, going through my head, what can I do that can be a better service to everybody and make things a lot easier for everybody. So that is always my plan. And sometimes the challenge is, I enjoy the challenge for me, trying to get things done. And, and then, the arrival, what they were going through was a prime example. Everyone came together. In terms of the arrival, those that are living in those locations as well, in that community, everybody came together. We had a few messages on the WhatsApp and everybody was willing to contribute some trucks and, try to smooth things out. So I was very happy with that. In terms of the rival even got the committee coming down to see them in Jambanjelly, which I was happy about that as well. I think if we would have approached them sooner, I think that it would have been a lot more hands-on. But it was quite short notice. As soon as I kind of found out, I was like, what, let's get things done straight away. So that's what it's all about. And it just shows, we can come together as a community and get things done. Brittany, if someone purchased property from someone else and has their Alcalo transfer documents, can your company be hired to complete the rest of their paperwork? Yes, we can. If someone has bought a property, a land, and it was what we call a local transfer, which is just the Alcalo paper, we can complete their paperwork, obviously at a fee, but we can complete their paperwork in terms of completing it up to paying the capital gains and physical planning, Brikama Area Council. Yeah, because your Alcalo paper is just your first port of call, basically. It's the early stages of purchasing land. So we can definitely assist you, those that do need help to complete their paperwork, yes. But good question, sis. Yes, definitely we can help. Trevor Brown. Yes, greetings, brother. Hope all is well. Will you be getting land in Gunjur? Yes, we have been looking into Gunjur. We're inquiring about land in Gunjur at the moment. Things take time in terms of, I try not to rush into things. Normally, most real estates, they've got probably loads of different locations on their books in one go, which I'm trying to do, but it takes time because we have to do our diligence. And then, we have to do our inquiries and so on. But yes, to that question, we are looking into Gunjur. Stay tuned. And when we do have those locations, we will be putting them up. Yeah, so that's the plans moving forward. Like I said, the next plots coming available is in Jambanjelly, which is not far from the arrival. So You know, it's a good location. But I'm thinking whether we're going to service those plots or not. So that is, what I'm looking at the moment. So, I don't want to increase the prices too much, but at the same time, if we're going to service the plots, then obviously it needs to cover the cost, and it's one less thing for the client to worry about, in terms of they've got service roads, electricity, and so on. And it's just a case of you have to pay more upfront. Even though it's a payment plan, you're still paying sort of upfront to cover the cost of the service, that you're getting. So we're gonna see what feedback we get. But I do know moving forward, most real estates in the Gambia now, moving forward, it's got to be service plots, giving people options of, we're building houses and things like that. And that's the way we have to expand. And, we have to work with everybody, so there's a lot of diligence, there's a lot of work involved. We'll have to source a lot of things outside the Gambia, possibly. I'd like to keep it local and source most things, but we as people, I don't think we're at that stage yet, and we're not ready for that yet. We're not manufacturers. We're not on them levels yet, unfortunately. And we do have to venture out and buy elsewhere. There's no two ways about it. Unless we can kind of come up with something. But that's going to be more on the long term sort of thing. On that. Over there. So that is something, it's going to be on a long term sort of thing. But, we are looking into servicing and providing everything. Yeah. So if anyone's got any more questions, do fire away. He wants to be on camera too. Sorry, who are you referring to? Just put a cap on Daniel though. That's my son trying to put a cap on me. Maybe trying to cover my bald head, But boys always disturbing me. TW, you're always doing a great. Yes, TW is always doing a great job. Most definitely. She's a good moderator. She's always on the ball. Definitely. I don't know who you were saying wants to come on. Okay, he wants to come on. Yes, my son. Yes, no, definitely. Always trying to make a special appearance. But yeah. So if anyone's got any questions as well, I will put up if anybody wants to come on the live as well. Please do. I will put up I will share that as well. Okay, I put up the link. Anybody wants to come up on live, please do so. Keisha Dillon, yes, sister. Hope all is well. It's one of our clients, older clients from way back when. Is there a deadline to get your land fence? There's not a deadline, but it's in your own interest to get your fence done. You know, we always advise once you purchase your land, get your fence up as soon as possible. You know, secure your land. It's very important. So we always advise, you know, to get your land fenced. Yes, most definitely. TW, most questions can be reviewed, addressed on the live. Otherwise, contact Properties Gambia team. Yes. Yes. I mean, most questions I can answer. If I can't give you an answer straight away, you know, it will be something I'll look into and I'll get back to you. Pretty much, you know, I think I've been in the game long enough to know most of the answers now, unless it's just something that, you know me, I'm quite honest. If I can't answer it, I'll let you know and I'll get back to you, or you can get back to me. Trevor Brand, can you recommend a Gambian company that installs off-grid solar power system? Yes, so, you know, we've got, I can't name specific, but I have got guys who do solar systems who can put me onto that. Yes. So that's not a problem. MJ 1974 Abel. Good evening. I've seen the footage of the D. Okay. I'm assuming that's the land, right? Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to bear with us 2 seconds, please.
Hi, I'm fine. Yeah, not today. I'm not here because I'm not seeing today. Bye. Bye.
Sorry, guys. I think my son just appeared, right? Yeah, so what was I gonna say? Sorry, you lost me there. This is live. That's live TV. I'm not really good at it, really, or live broadcasts. Things are quite random when I've got my son around me. Let me back up on any questions. iMovie Films. How much fencing cost in Gambia? It all depends on the size of the plot. But if you do contact me, if you have got plots already or you're looking into it, I can give you a price list. I will put a price list up on the channel. So I'll update everybody in terms of cost. there's our contact details there. So you can contact me either via WhatsApp or email. Quickest response is via WhatsApp. Those that know me, they know I'm quite responsive. I'm pretty good in responding. Okay, once in Gambia, how do I go about visiting my land? Okay, yes, sir. Yeah, so once you're on your way, just let me know, and I'll put you on to. If I'm not there at the time, then one of our team, we can even pick you up from the airport, and then you'll make arrangements. I'll give you the contact details of the staff, and then once you get there, you go to the office, and they will take you down to your land. Yeah. Everybody, I'm just seeing there lows. I just quickly popped out of the room. I don't know what my son did. Malik. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Everybody's laughing. My son is he's something else. It's probably an understatement, but he is. Brittany, what is the cost of the borehole, and is it put in a specific place on one's plot, or is it random or owner specified? No, I mean, most people, it's either in one of the four corners of the plot. Whether you're going to have it at the front of the plot in one of the corners, or whether you're going to have it in the back of the plot in one of the corners. Normally when we're doing boreholes, we contact the client, and then I'll pinpoint, I'll give them a sketch of their land, and I'll put a diagram up to say, okay, which part of the location. Most of the time they ask for my recommendation, which I do. I'll normally highlight it and say, well, if that's the back of your property, I'll say put it in that corner. It just all depends. Yeah, but we can assist you on that. Most people do put it on the back on one of in the corners. Yeah. In terms of the cost, okay, the cost for a standard borehole is 70,000 Gambian dalasi. That's for a standard borehole. That's not including a stand or solar panel or anything like that. That's an additional cost. But just to get the borehole up and running, that includes drilling the borehole, fitting a pump in the ground with all the piping system, and then that means you just connecting it to either a mobile generator or a full generator, and then just connecting it up, and then you're good to go. So yeah. MJ 1974 able. Sorry, we'll try again. I have seen the impact of rainy season, and it's horrible. Can you give any advice to what we need to consider if we want to buy in the Gambia? Yes, I mean, Gambia is obviously rainy season. 8 months of the year don't rain at all. So, and then when it does rain, it rains. It comes in force, basically. In terms of these challenges is a good road system. you know, in terms of good drainage and so on. But you know, what the arrival went through is not it's not every location, it's not all of our lands. You know, most of our lands have gone there and there's just no problems with access. Sometimes what happens is if there's a lot of activity in that specific area in terms of building, there's a lot of trucks movements going in that area. If there's not a stable road in terms of a tar road in place, then you know the trucks are driving over, you know, sand, gravel, dirt roads. So obviously, heavy trucks do a lot of damage to roads if it's not a, you know, a strong surface road. So that's what tends to happen, and I believe that is the case where, you know, there's a lot of trucks moving in and out of certain locations. It can cause that, you know. But like I said, you know, a lot of areas that we're dealing with, you know, access is pretty good. You know, we don't have any problems. We've got people out there on the ground now, living out there in some of the SANYANG phases, Gunjo. Some of our clients been out there this week. There's no problem access. Gambia is a developing place. There's a lot of work to do. That's why, you know, it's about coming together as a community. So that's why I'm trying to ease the pain a little bit in terms of building roads and so on. You know, but it tends to be at the moment where, you know, we've sold unserviced lands. People are focusing on their own lands, fencing their lands, doing their own builds rather than focusing outside their fence. So we're trying to take away that kind of stress element of worrying about getting access in terms of us servicing the roads and so on. You know, so you know we are looking into all those things there. The problem is obviously we're trying to keep the costs down and going into more areas that are more developed. You know, if you're going into more areas that are more developed, the roads are more better, but there's a premium for it. And like anywhere, you know, you're gonna pay more money for the location. And it's all about location, location, location. You know, if you want the best, some of the best locations in the Gambia, you know, you're gonna pay a lot more money. So my concentration is going in undeveloped areas, which is up and coming, like the Sanyangs, the Jambanjellis, Gunjos, and so on. And that's why I personally invested in Sanyang. You know, I'm building my own house in Sanyang. Even my access road, there's a sand mine just down the road from me. It's not the best of roads, you know, because there's a lot of truck activities. You know, so it's something, you know, once you start developing in the area, is the community. And if more development comes in the area, the government will, you know, will hopefully follow through in terms of infrastructure. But that's why I say now I want to make that step further of not so much relying on the government and providing for my clients more of an infrastructure. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter whether the community does it together in terms of, you know, you buy cheaper lands and the community just come together and does that themselves, or whether we do it. Either way, it's still gonna, the cost is still gonna be the same. It's just a case of whether you're gonna pay for it now or whether you're gonna pay for it later. You understand? So if we're selling empty plots, it's something that you're gonna look at after. But if we sell a service plot, then obviously the prices are higher because then you're paying for the service. Then that just takes away the stress of that, you know, and you just concentrate on your actual Pacific land itself. Yeah. Hope that answers your questions. Yes, brother Serge. Greetings, Gam fam. Greetings, properties. Greetings, Daniel. Yes, brother. How you doing? Hope all is well. Thanks for joining, man. Right. G. Dos Smith. If we have two adjacent lots, do we need two boreholes? No. When you say two adjacent lots, is that you mean your neighbor adjacent to you? I mean, if it's on your own two plots, then no, you'll only need the one borehole. In terms of sharing a borehole, excuse me, I mean, like I'm saying, we're looking into a lot of things now in terms of servicing, providing, whether it comes to a case where we can provide the whole service and do a community borehole where it services everybody. But there's a lot of diligence I need to get into. Is it going to be enough pressure, water pressure, and so on? So there's a lot of things we've got to work on. Costs involved. I want to get involved in terms of good drainage system. But as I personally believe in quality rather than quantity. But at the same time, I've got to think of, not everybody's in the same position in terms of paying up front. And, is it something that can be done now? Or is it something people want to concentrate later on and deal with it at a later stage? But then there's a market out there that want that service and everything in place, and there'd be some people that just want to be handed over keys and that's it, and walk straight into their home. So everybody's got different needs, and everyone's finances are in different places. So it's an all-rounder. So I've got to think of a lot of things. So that's why I want feedback from you guys. Like I said, not everybody's in the same position, but moving forward, Properties Gambia, I think, we need to, not to say we won't sell lands that are not serviced, and then we will sell also lands that are serviced. So it gives you that option. It gives you a bit of buy time in terms of, if it's not a serviced land, it's biding your time in terms of, right, it's something you deal with at a later stage. You just want to get your fence up and your house built, rather than paying that extra excess to do your infrastructure around on your Pacific Road. So there's a lot of pros and cons, and there's a lot of things I've got to think about, and I do want everybody's input back on it. I'm hoping to get some comments on it and questions and so on. So I do take everybody's feedback very seriously, and I do listen to my clients. Serge Cadet, when you're building your home, do you do your research on French drainage as well as foundation water proofing, and how to get the rainwater to drain from your land? Yes, French draining is a very good system. It's relatively a cheap option. and something, you know, I've been looking into, you know, and so on. So, you know, I think, you know, moving forward with all like a normal system that we're kind of used to in the West, whether, you know, you're in Europe or in the US, you know, the infrastructure is there already. So we don't kind of worry about that. But it is something we definitely need to look into in terms of Africa. Going back to what I was saying, I think we need to look outside the box as well. You know, we're trying to keep everything as brothers and sisters, as you know, a lot of people do ask me, is this black owned? Is it this and that? But I think, like I said, we've got to be real and we've got to be realistic. We as people, we haven't got that infrastructure in place. We haven't got the factories and you know, we've got everything there, but we're not, you know, Africa is just rich with everything. We don't really need to go out of Africa. But are we producing these products? No. And if we are, it's a very small percentage of areas and countries on the continent that are. So it's definitely something we've got to look into. You know, most real estates are sourcing some of their things from China, from Europe, to get the quality things. Even me building my home, I mean, you know, the electric cables, I have to get it from the West because it's British standard cabling. I can rely on, and I know it's safe. So you know, we need to. You know, some people are saying that, you know, we should be only you know, putting into our own pockets, and obviously, you know, and you know, providing businesses to our own. But if we are not ready for that and we're not providing that service, then we need to go out of the box. It is, you know, basically it is what it is. I'm going to turn the background noise down. So yeah, I mean, going back to what I'm saying, you know, we have to be ready on a lot of things. I think, you know, we've still got a long way to go. Right. Greetings, Abaya Abrafu. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Apologies if I'm not. Daniel, how long does it take to build a fence on a 20 by 20 meters? What comes first, borehole or fence? Okay, we can do it in a couple weeks. We can do it in a couple weeks in terms of, you know, building a fence. As long as, you know, the challenges I face is, you know, our brothers and sisters sometimes back home, it's difficult sometimes because sometimes people will turn up for work, some people don't turn up. And that's the challenges I'm facing at the moment. And, you know, it can be challenging as well sometimes, you know. I mean, my most important thing is that we get it done correctly, regardless of the time. So it can be challenging. And I keep talking to my brothers on the ground, you know, you guys have got to be serious. You know, if you want the work, you know, you've got to be serious about it. So that is the challenge sometimes. It's just kind of driving people to get on with the work. In terms of what comes first, I always advise the borehole comes first because you need water to build. Anything you're building, whether you're doing your fence or your house, put the borehole first. Don't do it the way I did it. when I was building my house. I was buying water from neighbors and, getting barrels sent down to the land. That's not the way to do it. Get your borehole. I'd say your first thing to do when you purchase your land, get your borehole, you make your blocks, and then you put your fence up. That's the first thing to do. That's my advice. George Floyd's Ballsack. Hi, how you doing? Greetings. Hope all is well, man. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's Serena. Hi, sister. Serena. Hope all is well. Boya Senor. Hi, sister. How you doing? Hope all is well. Thanks for joining. Okay, MJ 1974. Agree, brother Serge. My experience today is that it is extremely difficult to reserve what should have put in place re-infrastructure when this has not been accounted for. Expensive to reserve. Yes, no, I do agree. It is quite expensive reserving and so on. Okay, Miss Washington, what about land in C4? Okay, we've had a few inquiries on C4. I keep at my team all the time to get different locations in terms of, when I'm not on the ground, to get cheaper locations or whatever. We have looked in C4 once or twice. It just depends how close you are. C4 is a good location. There's always been a lot of debate whether it's swampy land or not, but not all of C4 is swampy. That's not the case. So C4 is a town. It just depends how the area of. We did look at one location in C4 and the ground was a bit swampy and I wasn't happy with that location. But like I said, that doesn't mean all of C4 is swampy. That is not the case. It's just that we ain't found the right bit of land that we wanted in that area. Yes, please, everybody who comes in, please hit the like button. Do share the contents. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So please do hit that like button. That'd be great when you're coming in. Keisha Dillon, can we get a list of Gambian architects? Yes. Okay, just contact me, sister, in terms of that. I have been talking to an architect this weekend as it goes. Gambian, but not in the Gambia. In terms of getting some designs of homes and things like that, So like I said, trying to get things done sometimes takes a long time. And finding the right people is very important. That's why I kind of take my time in what I'm doing. So it's quite important to me, I should say. And, to Properties Gambia. So I am definitely looking into things like that. And just check I ain't missed any questions. I'll put our contact details up in the meantime. Anyone that does want to contact, please do. I'm going to also put an invite if anyone wants to join in. You're welcome to do so. So yeah, if you want to join the live chat, please, don't be shy. you're always welcome to pop in. Miss Washington, hello, little Daniel. Yeah, little Daniel. He did pass through and said hi. Yeah, he's quite entertaining. Yeah, any more questions? Just please do fire away. Anyone that does want to come in live. TW at Daniel, the Zoom call was so live and fun once we got it rolling. Yes, it was. Our last Zoom was a bit of a slow start, but when it did get rolling and it got started, it got quite exciting and quite informative and a lot of information. So that is the plus point as well. You know, once you do invest with us, you know, we'll add you to the main group, Properties Gambia WhatsApp. And then you go into your own community group as well, depending on what location you are. So, and that's when you kind of meet your neighbors, and then you can discuss in terms of what you want to do in terms of coming together. And, you know, and then, you know, doing that, you can cut costs down as well in terms of, you know, fencing, you know, splitting the costs between your fellow neighbors and so on. So it does help, you know, moving forward. I just want to see more of my clients now be out there. You know, quite a lot of them are starting their fencing now. I want to start seeing more houses being built. I think there's about 2 or 3 of our clients that have built, that is started to build. That's the Arrival in Jambanjelly. And we've got a family down in SANYANG Seaside Phase 1 that have actually started their build. You know, and I think there's someone else, I can't remember. But, you know, there is people, you know, there is a timeline when people's coming over, but, you know, slowly but surely, things are starting to move. Things are starting to get done. But I do advise people to start putting their fences up and so on. It's important that you fence your land. Fence your land, put your gate up, and then after that, once you're ready to build, then you go ahead from there. Seize the moment. Yes, greetings. We need to form a cooperative to help with the infrastructure development. Can't get to our properties without a boat during rainy season. Yes, no, definitely. I mean, like I said, I mean, not all areas are and roads are full of water. That's not the case. That's not always the case. You know, most places are accessible. And we look into that as well in terms of when we're buying. But it is important that we come together and fix things and do things as a community, you know. And I think that was my key thing as well in terms of when I was selling the lands, in terms of getting people to come together as a community. And I think that is a good start of working together as a community. You know, what you're going to do in terms of, you know, the infrastructure, getting the locals, Gambians involved as well, which is important. So yeah, you know, let's not go out there and waste any time. Let's, you know, go out there and, you know, say what we're planning to do and get it done. Yes, if we come together, we can benefit from an economic scale. Yes, no, definitely. You know, we can. You know, let's not go there and, you know, backstabbing each other, you know, putting each other down, because then, you know, you're just falling into your so-called enemies' hands. You know, you're just doing what they want you to do, and there's no point. We ain't gonna move forward that way. So, you know, it is important that we do come together, and you know, that is my main objective. Trevor Bryant, can you recommend any swimming pool companies? I don't know if that's a joke or what, or you're serious. I don't know what you're saying, Trevor. You're trying to say you need to swim to your land? But you know, all jokes aside, you know, definitely need to come together and work things out. Definitely. There's a lot of people doing some great things in Africa. And you know, which I know of. You know, some people are low key. You know, you don't see them all on YouTube and that. But there's just not enough of us, you know, doing that. You know, we're trying not to go out there looking for work. We're trying to go out there, create work, create our experiences of what we've learned, and bring it there, and working together. And I think that's key. You know, like I said, I mean, I know quite a few people are doing really good things, and that's not just in Gambia. That's in the continent itself. You know, doing big things. No, to install pools. Yes, no, there is. Okay, there is companies out there that deal with pools, swimming pools, and so on, and equipment for pools and so on. So swimming pools, that's not a problem. You know, there is a lot of properties out there with pools. Yeah, but I think we need to, you know, as well as building our homes, and we all want nice homes and swimming pools and all the nice things that come with it that we can't get in the West. But it's about building the infrastructure as well, because I think that's what the problem is a lot in Africa. I think sometimes those that are fortunate enough to have a nice home and a swimming pool and whatever, sometimes they forget what's outside the perimeter wall. Sometimes in Africa, I think sometimes people can be selfish and get what they can get and gain and forget about the community. Not to say you owe anyone anything, but you know, if we are to do something for our community and for your next generation and your kids and your grandkids as well, it's not just thinking about us, it's about thinking about them, building that infrastructure. You know, I think, you know, back home, you know, I'm from you know, my father's a Gambian, and, you know, I think back home as well, we need to change our mindset. You know, that's a must. Have to change our mindset if we want to move forward. You know, the way we think and the way we do things. Yes, we can do it by working together, GAMFAM. I agree. Yes, no, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, so you know, touching base in terms of plots that are available, we have got some in SANYANG SEAVIEW. We've got about 9 plots remaining. They're 20 by 21. meters, and on a 3-month payment plan, and that's for 265,000 Gambian dalasi. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. That includes all your paperwork. We do all your paperwork for you. That's not a local transfer. That's complete paperwork. We get it all done. So yeah. Any more questions, guys? Nobody's come in. Okay, TW. Yes, 9 plots remaining. SANYANG SEAVIEW, 265, 20 by 21 meters with all paperwork. Correct. Yes. And that's our contact details there as well, if you need to contact us. I'm going to put up the link if anybody does want to come in. One more time, it's the last opportunity to come in. So yeah, anyone's got any few more questions, do fire away. I've sent a WhatsApp. Okay, I'll check it while you're here. Anyone's got any questions, please do fire away. You sent a WhatsApp. Is that to me, sister? I don't know. I've got a few messages up here. But yeah. But I can't see your name come up unless it's within the group. So yeah, I mean, like I said, yes, you know, Properties Gambia is looking to expand, move forward, you know, working together with our communities, which is important to me. You know, so, you know, and the Rival's a prime example. You know, as soon as that issue came up, I stepped onto the plate. I don't, you know, where some people could have turned around and said, well, you know, that's your own problem. I don't deal with it like that. Those that know me, I've got, you know, I'm very passionate about what I do. My clients and my brothers and my clients, my brothers and sisters, you guys mean a lot to me. So it's definitely, it's, you know, I'm definitely hands-on and try to solve anything that we need to deal with. And you know, it's almost a year I've been, I'd say probably more than a year now, I've been doing this. You know, thank God it's been a clean record. I've always said and fulfilled what I said I was going to do. Maybe not in the time frame, but you know, it always gets delivered and it comes through, and that's the most important thing. Yes. If you're in the States and request an estimate for a project from a Gambian company, should they give you the quote in US dollars or Gambian funds? I'm assuming the job is being done in the Gambia, so either way it wouldn't matter. But I mean, I think it's the safest option is they should give it to you in the local currency of where they're actually performing the work. And that's what I do in terms of when I sell my lands. You know, we give estimations in terms of, like, you know, the rates, but no, we give our prices in Gambian Dalasi. So I think, you know, whatever service you require, it should be given in that local currency. And then you do the conversion rates, give and take, depending on how you're sending the finance and so on. Because every establishment has their own rates, and rates do go up and down. So I think the safest bet is the company gives it to you in Dalasi. But, you know, if they give it to you in dollars, it gives you a rough estimation. Yeah. Okay, guys, this is my WhatsApp number. So, you know, that's the easiest way to contact me and to get hold of me. So I'd say, you know, if you do need to contact me, you know, do contact me on the WhatsApp. Althea Hamilton, hi sister, how you doing? Hope all is well. So another one of our clients from a little while back. Hope all is well. And we did meet in the Gambia. Not last time I was there, the time before that. Hope all is well. Gidos Smith, yes, that was awesome to watch fixing the road. Yeah, no, definitely. You know, like I said, I mean, we're hands-on, and as soon as, you know, I spoke to Kenny and Terry, I kind of stepped up to the plate. So that's something that, you know, that I had to do, and, you know, that just shows when it comes to things like that, I'm very hands-on. Joyce, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, sister. Tarek Mentu, once purchased, how much time do you have to build on your land? There's no time scale. The only thing I'd say is once you've purchased your land, then, you know, just try and fence it as soon as possible. That's the advice I always give. Yeah. But there's not a time frame, no. Unless it's, you know, unless it's specified within the contract or in the location. So, for example, if we've invested in an area and that we're selling, and the community says, or they say, well, you know, or, you know, you have to build within that time period, then that's something I will inform you. But there's nothing actually in the law to say that you have to build straight away. No. I think I've been to that one. Miss Washington. Thumbs up, everyone. Great and very helpful answers. Yes, thank you, sister. Yes, please, thumbs up. It just helps those to know about Properties Gambia. You know, there is people out there that are looking for, you know, honest companies to work with and so on. And, you know, and, you know, I believe that I've always been straight up with people, and always fulfill what we need to do, and always open to questions. So that's why I like to do these Q&As time to time. So people's got any questions, they can address it on here. And, you know, a lot of our clients are actually on the chat and they're joining us. So it always helps. And when you purchase, we add you to the group, so you meet previous clients of ours, you know, your neighbors, and it gives you that reassurance as well. You know, I think it's important as well who you're working with, you know. So Kwame King, thank you. Yes, greetings, Kwame. How you doing, brother? AJP Garden Machines, how you doing? You okay? Greetings, man. Hope all is well. Miss Washington, yes, very exciting to watch the roads being repaired. This is the first real estate company I've seen participate in such a community project. Yeah, well, you know, I think it's important, you know. Like I said, I mean, I would have been going back on my words. I've always said, you know, working as a community and coming together, you know, like I said, I could have easily ignored it, but is it going to do me any benefits? No, probably not. And, you know, so I think it's about us coming together. So as soon as I heard about it, saw the video, which the Arrival put up, I did contact them, Kenny and Terry, that Monday morning, and I reassured them not to worry. You know, we're gonna do something about it, and you know, we're gonna send some trucks down there as well, and the community within the area came in, like those that we sold lands to as well, on that same location, also contributed and you know, bought some trucks as well. And our moderator as well, also, you know, I hope you don't mind. Our moderator, TW, also is not on that location. She is a client of ours. And, you know, she did send in something to donate towards that community to, to put some trucks there or whatever. So, you know, big up TW, thanks for that. You know, that's highly appreciated, you know, and that's, you know, we're coming together, getting things done. So that's good. Please reach out to Properties Gambia for inquiries, opportunities. Yes, no. Yes, do reach out to me anytime, you know, in terms of purchasing lands, and, you know, and if you want to know a bit more about Properties Gambia, we are relatively new, you know, and so, you know, we are keeping up. We're trying to keep up with what we need to do, and, you know, and working hard. And, you know, all my team, when I'm not in the Gambia, you know, they're always working hard, and I'm, you know, and I give thanks to them. I've got a good team there. They're working hard, you know, because without my team, you know, there'll be no Properties Gambia. So I'm not there all the time, so, you know, hats off to them, because they're making it work as well. Okay, that's our contact details. So anytime you want to WhatsApp, or our email, or if you want to join our Facebook group, Properties Gambia, you're more than welcome to. What's up? Yeah, so yeah. Big up TW, yes, big up. Brittany, I have to go and find that video, as I have no clue what happened. Okay. Daniel, I love your style. I'm trying, sister. I'm just trying it. I'm just doing my thing, you know. And, you know, I've always said, I just try and keep it real, and that's it. That's, you know, what you see is what you kind of get. You know, those that have met me personally as well, you know, as you see me as I am. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. I can't wait to meet everybody, you know. So I'm always looking forward to meeting people on the ground. I'm hoping to be in the Gambia, by the way, probably in the next month. That's my plans. So hopefully I'll be out there. It's my Colby, my assistant. I know you couldn't resist coming back on. Yeah, so that's it. Any more questions? TW. TW. Say hello then. Go on. You want to say hello? What else do you want to say?
Hello.
Yeah?
You're fine.
You're fine. Is somebody else talking to you?
No, it's a teddy bear.
Okay. All right. Okay. And your team has a given spirit. I was with my new GAM fam when I was there. Yes, TW. Yes, you met the team. You was at the office. You met everybody. And you know, it was a great.
What's that name?
Who?
That's my name.
Whose name?
But that name in the video. You're talking to?
I'm talking to many people around the world.
All of them?
Mm-hmm. Yes. You can say hi, GAM fam. Say hi, GAM fam.
Hi, GAM fam.
Hi, GAM family.
Hi, GAM family.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Hope to see you in Gambia soon.
Hope to see you in Gambia soon.
Okay, say bye-bye now.
Bye.
Okay, let me finish now, yeah? Okay. All right. All right. Let me just double check we ain't missed anything.
Maybe I will hear that.
PL, thanks for the free consultation today, Daniel. Really appreciate it. It's put my mind at ease for when I'm ready to visit Gambia, October, November time. TW, you're doing a brilliant job. Yes, thank you. And TW is doing a brilliant job. Much appreciated. And yes, hopefully you'll come and see us when you're in the Gambia. Hi, TW. Hi, little Daniel. There's a message to you. Are you ready for school? Yes, he'll be going to school very soon. He's up a little bit late, but yes, he'll be going to school next month. And then you'll be having to go to bed early. Right. Okay.
Is that a man?
Huh?
Is that a man?
Where?
There in the video talking to him.
No, that's me and you. Brittany, hello, little one. See, everyone's saying hello to you. Okay, guys. So I think, you know, pretty much going to wrap it up. If anyone's got the last couple questions, then probably going to call it a day. And then and that's it. But I thank everybody for joining. Much appreciated for joining the live this evening. I hope I answered your questions to the best of my ability. Yeah, and thanks for joining. Yeah, and great. It's been a pleasure. You know, as always, and hoping to see you in the Gambia all soon. And then, like I said, you know, if you do need to contact me, please do contact me. And you know, I'll put up my details again. You get me on WhatsApp. You know, I'm happy to talk with people and give you a bit more informative information and so on. But yeah, everybody have a blessed evening. G. Smith, he's so handsome. Who are you talking about, my son or myself? Yeah, he's a handsome boy. I thought you was talking about me there for a minute. Anyway, all right. Yes, but yes, like I said, thanks for everybody joining. You know, and so on. Yes, brother King Joseph, coming a bit late. We're about to end. But King Joseph, yes, brother, how you doing? Hope all is well. Yes. Brilliant though. Yeah. You know me, I'm quite serious, but I think when you meet me face to face, I can be a bit of a joker as well. You know, I'm not all serious. When it comes to, you know, what I'm doing, I'm serious, but I'm a bit of a fool as well and a bit of a joker at the same time. I do like playing jokes. Yeah, so he does. Thanks very much. Yes. So everybody, before they leave, please hit the like button. Please share the content. You know, please subscribe if you haven't. That would be great. And yeah, everyone have a blessed coming week. You know, stay safe. And you know, hope to see you all on the motherland, doing good things and, you know, coming together, and hopefully we can all do things together, you know. So yeah, Smith, both, sure. Okay, I'll take that. That's cool. That's all right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That's kind of made my day. Thanks again and take care all. Yeah, yeah, stay blessed, peace, and yeah, hit that like button before you leave, please. And one love and blessings to all. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys, man. Thanks for joining.